Document proves DHS is monitoring social media for government criticism. Infowars.com. A Homeland Security training manual belies claims made by DHS representatives during a congressional hearing last week that the federal agency is only monitoring social media outlets for, quote, situational awareness, and proves the fact that Big Sis is also tracking online criticism of government, including discussion of airport body scanners. And yet again, the Department of Homeland Security has been caught lying to the American people. Would you believe it? Despite the release that we had a couple of weeks ago now of 300 documents that showed how the federal agency was monitoring Twitter and Facebook for comments critical of government and the operations of the DHS, we saw its representatives last week go before a congressional hearing and brazenly lie in claiming that the DHS was only interested in monitoring and tracking information about banal things like extreme weather events. They said that's the only thing they were interested in. They were interested in situational awareness. Turns out to be total BS. To explain it, this document was released as a result of a Freedom of Information Act request to EPIC, Electronic Privacy Information Center. And it's basically a training manual which tells DHS analysts what keywords to search for when they're trawling and monitoring social media networks. And as I said, during last week's hearing, we had Mary Callahan, this DHS representative, claiming that these keywords they were searching for were restricted to, quote, flood, tornado, and things like that. That's what they said they were interested in. But in reality, the manual also directs DHS analysts to search for terms such as, quote, China, cops, hacking, illegal immigrants, Iran, Iraq, marijuana, organized crime, police, pork, and radicals. Also the words, quote, militia, riot, body scanner, and nationalist were also included in the list of keywords that the DHS is tasked with monitoring. So not only are they tracking criticism of government, which came out in the original 300 document leak, they're even tracking not only other federal agencies, but agencies and organizations outside of the US government, such as the UN and the Red Cross. And they're also tracking what people are saying about naked body scanners in airports. So again, their testimony last week has been proven to be a complete lie. They are tracking government criticism. They are tracking individual trends, including the backlash against airport body scanners. And it all boils down to the effort to create this chilling effect, this atmosphere where people are afraid to express their First Amendment for fear of, some little DHS spy is going to be recording and cataloguing their dissent, which is all the more reason, of course, to increase your dissent exponentially, shove it back in their face, and proudly assert your right to freedom of speech by engaging in increased vitriolic criticism of the DHS, because we certainly know it deserves it. Coming up